Well, the United States just celebrated its Independence Day on July 4th, and now coming up on July 14th is Independence Day, Cinco de Mayo, for France. Bastille Day is the celebration. With us is Eric Vespierre. He is on the board of Alliance Français de Cincinnati, and they are planning a big celebration for Bastille Day. But first, Eric, tell us a little bit about what Alliance Français does.
All right, so the Alliance Française has been in Cincinnati since 1901, actually. So we have more than 120 years in the business. And what we do is essentially two things. We provide French lesson. So that's one part of our activity. And the other is to organize events for the community. And our mission is to develop the French culture appreciation and to reach out to Francophiles in the tri-state, more precisely. In order to do that, we regularly organize events that have an interest on both, the French culture and Francophile culture, and also what's going on locally. So in order to do that, we partner with cultural organizations like the symphony orchestra, the museum, the universities, and every time there is something related to France or to a Francophile artist, we try to combine forces with the cultural institution that is organizing this event. For example, when Maestro Louis Langret plays at the CSO, we usually have a post-concert reunion where we have a one-on-one with either the artist when the artists are French or with the maestro directly. And also, for instance, when there is an exhibit at the Cincinnati Art Museum about French painting, or if you remember, there was an exhibit on Paris 1900 2 years ago, so we partner with them as well. So what we offer to the community is a kind of one-way stop for everything that has to do with French culture in general. I also insist on Francophonie because it's really beyond France. There are 86 countries in the world where French is either spoken or a second language, or where there is a French-speaking community. So we reach out really beyond France, of course, Belgium and Switzerland in Europe, but also in Africa, countries like Senegal, Mali, Burkina Faso, etc., have a lot of French speakers. And there is a large West African community in northern Kentucky. So we also, reach out to them, and we have a partnership with some of the representatives there as well.
So we have Bastille Day coming up, and it is a big celebration for anyone French. So tell us a little bit about how you will be celebrating here, what Alliance Français is doing.
Yes, so in Cincinnati, what we do traditionally for Bastille Day is the Friday after Bastille Day, or closest to Bastille Day, we do a celebration in a park. And the celebration is essentially, very open, friendly, casual, and we gather with family, we have live music, we share dishes, pre-COVID. But yes. What we used to do was to, award prizes for the best appetizer, the best entree, the best dessert. So we had to adapt a little bit because of the pandemic. But this is the spirit of, celebrating, again, family-oriented. We have game for kids, live music, and just, chill out under the trees. We prepare everything. We have the table set up. Wine, of course, because this is something that the French do appreciate, and it's a moment also for the French community to get together, and also to welcome our American friends, because like Cinco de Mayo, Bastille Day is very famous in the US, and it's a way for people like you who learn French maybe at the university and high school to reconnect somehow and see what we do. It's really very open and very friendly.
What do you think the interest is in the French culture? Is it because we're into French cooking now? Is it because the flights are going to be starting now again to Paris?
Yes,
What do you think the connection, the interest is that perhaps someone who doesn't have a connection to Paris or France, but we're still fascinated with the culture in the country?
it's a very interesting question because it's a multifaceted answer. It depends on generation. Essentially, there are people who are interested in traveling. Maybe in their early retirement, they decided to go to Europe and travel the world, and France is one of their stages. But also, we get young people who are interested into more cultural aspects like movies, books, songs sometimes. Um, and of course, there is the food. The food is also a big driving force between people who want to learn French. Sometimes it's also purely out of curiosity. We also have people who have French ancestor, and at different stage of life, they may remember that their grandmother was from Alsace or was from Paris, and they just say, why not? So it's really interesting because we get very diverse people get interest in France. What fascinates me is that it has always been like that in Cincinnati. Again, 120 years, and despite COVID, where we had to obviously shut down our events, close our school, and go online completely, we still had people who were taking French lesson, who were listening to our master class. We did cooking classes and things like that. Only online. But even then, even so, we still had people who were, ready to step up and continue learning French.
Alliance Français de Cincinnati does much more than just the Bastille Party, but the Bastille Party is coming up. So tell us times, places, where we can go, costs, things like that.
Okay, so it's very easy. It will be at Weller Park. This is close to Harper's Point. The party will start at 6 p.m. on Friday, July 15, and it will go until dusk, until around 9 p.m. We ask people to bring their own food because, here again, the rules have changed. And for people who are non-members, we ask for a $5 donation that covers the cost of, the musician, the rental, etc. And for people who are members of Alliance Française, it's a free event. Kids are welcome. Again, families are welcome. Everybody's really welcome to join. The weather is going to be nice, so that's the key point here. I think this year we're going to be lucky. Weller Park has plenty of activities to offer. There's a playground, tennis courts, etc. So it's a nice place to gather. We will have a DJ for the night, and then we'll do our traditional celebration.
Along with the picnic that you're talking about, the city of Montgomery also is going to be part of the celebration.
The city of Montgomery is organizing Bastille Day on Saturday. So Alliance Française will have a booth, and the event starts at 4 p.m. And it's a traditional Bastille Day. This is really the only one organized by a committee and a city, and it runs from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. with all the Montgomery vendors. The main street is blocked. There are 2 stages, and it's a nice fair as well. Music and different vendors, food trucks. Nice event as well.
It will be a great weekend celebration for Bastille Day and beyond. Eric Vespierre, he is on the board of Alliance Français de Cincinnati. Eric, thank you so much. Merci, and happy Bastille Day.
Thank you. Same to you.